Stop scrolling! What if the old wheat penny sitting in your coin jar right now could be worth over $100,000? Most people see an ordinary penny and spend it without a second thought. But collectors know that certain wheat pennies have sold for astonishing amounts of money because of their rarity, history, and condition. In today's video, we're revealing the secrets behind one of the most valuable wheat pennies ever discovered, how to identify it, and why some collectors are willing to pay a fortune to own one. Before you spend another old penny, watch this video. You might be holding a hidden treasure without even knowing it. Coin number 1, the 1926 wheat penny with no mint mark, a coin that many people have overlooked for decades. The wheat penny, officially known as the Lincoln wheat cent, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Abraham Lincoln appears on the front of the coin, while two wheat stalks appear on the reverse side, giving the coin its famous nickname, the Wheat Penny. The 1926 wheat penny was minted during a fascinating period in American history. The United States was experiencing the Roaring Twenties, a decade known for economic growth, innovation, and cultural change. Millions of pennies were produced to support the rapidly growing economy, and these coins circulated through countless hands across the country. Most people spent these pennies without a second thought. Few could have imagined that nearly a century later, some examples would become highly sought-after treasures. The 1926 wheat penny was struck using a bronze alloy composed primarily of copper. Composition: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Thickness: approximately 1.52 millimeters. Shape: round. The rich copper composition gave these coins their distinctive appearance. Over time, many developed beautiful brown, red-brown, or even red surfaces depending on how they were stored and preserved. One of the most important details collectors examine is the mint mark. The 1926 wheat penny with no mint mark was struck at the famous Philadelphia Mint. Coins produced in Philadelphia during this period generally did not carry a mint mark. This means that if you look beneath the date and see no letter, the coin was minted there. While millions were produced, surviving examples in exceptional condition have become increasingly difficult to find. Several characteristics make the 1926 wheat penny especially interesting. Classic Lincoln portrait. The front features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Wheat reverse design. The reverse side displays two wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. This design remained in use until 1958. Historical significance. Every 1926 wheat penny represents a surviving piece of American history. It circulated during a time when automobiles, radios, and modern industry were transforming everyday life. Exceptional survivor appeal. Many examples were heavily used in commerce. Coins that escaped decades of wear are significantly more desirable to collectors. Now comes the exciting question. Why would a penny be worth as much as $200,000? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Most 1926 wheat pennies are worth modest amounts. However, coins that survive in extraordinary condition, especially those displaying strong original surfaces and exceptional detail, can command enormous premiums. Collectors compete aggressively for top-graded examples because they represent the finest known survivors of their type. When a nearly perfect coin appears at auction, bidding wars can occur among serious collectors and investors. Although many 1926 pennies were originally minted, the vast majority entered circulation. Over decades, countless coins were lost, damaged, melted, corroded, worn smooth through use. As a result, high-grade survivors have become much scarcer than the original mintage figures suggest. This concept is known as conditional rarity. A coin may not be rare overall, but examples in exceptional condition can be extraordinarily difficult to locate. That scarcity is what drives collector excitement. The Wheat Penny series remains one of the most popular coin collections in America. Collectors love these coins because they are historic, affordable to begin collecting, beautifully designed, challenging to complete, The 1926 issue occupies an important place within the series, and advanced collectors are always searching for superior examples. Strong demand combined with limited availability creates a powerful recipe for increasing value. Values vary dramatically depending on condition. Typical examples may be worth only a few dollars. Better preserved specimens can reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Exceptionally rare, top-grade examples certified by major grading services have achieved astonishing prices at auction. In this scenario, a remarkable specimen valued around $200,000 would likely represent one of the finest known examples, possessing extraordinary preservation and eye appeal. Such coins are considered trophy pieces within the collecting community. If you discover a 1926 wheat penny, keep these tips in mind. Never clean the coin. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and drastically reduce value. Check the condition. Sharp details, original color, and minimal wear are highly desirable. Look for errors. Some collectors pay significant premiums for unusual minting errors. Store properly. Use protective holders to prevent scratches and environmental damage. Seek professional authentication. Rare coins should be evaluated by reputable grading services before being sold. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Many valuable coins have been discovered. In old family collections, estate sales, coin jars, piggy banks, forgotten drawers. Some people unknowingly spend rare coins every day because they don't recognize what they have. A small copper penny may look ordinary at first glance, but closer inspection could reveal a remarkable piece of history. The 1926 wheat penny with no mint mark is far more than a simple 1-cent coin. It is a surviving artifact from America's Roaring '20s, carrying nearly a century of history in a piece of copper smaller than a bottle cap. With its classic design, historical significance, growing collector demand, and the possibility of extraordinary value in top condition, this coin continues to capture the imagination of collectors worldwide. Coin number 2. The 1953 wheat penny with no mint mark. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary old penny. Its brown color, familiar design, and small size make it easy to overlook. But for collectors, this humble coin represents a remarkable piece of American history and a potential hidden fortune. The 1953 wheat penny belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which was produced from 1909 through 1958. These coins were created to honor the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, making Lincoln the first real historical figure to appear on a regularly circulating U.S. coin. The year 1953 was a significant period in American history. The nation was experiencing post-war economic growth, new technological advances, and increasing prosperity. Millions of pennies were produced and circulated throughout the country, passing through stores, banks, schools, and businesses every day. Most people spent these coins without thinking twice. Decades later, however, collectors began searching for the finest surviving examples, transforming some of these pennies into highly valuable collectibles. The 1953 wheat penny was made using the traditional bronze composition that had been used for many years. Composition: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Thickness: approximately 1.52 millimeters. Shape: round. Edge: plain. Because of its high copper content, the coin originally displayed a bright reddish color. Over time, exposure to air and handling caused many examples to develop the attractive brown appearance that collectors often see today. One of the first things collectors check is the mint mark. A 1953 wheat penny with no mint mark was struck at the historic Philadelphia Mint. During that era, Philadelphia coins typically did not carry a mint mark. If you examine the area beneath the date and find no letter such as D or S, the coin was produced there. While millions were minted, finding one in exceptional condition today can be surprisingly difficult. Several characteristics make the 1953 wheat penny an important coin for collectors. Lincoln Portrait. The front features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The design is simple yet instantly recognizable and has become one of the most famous coin portraits ever created. Wheat Reverse. The reverse displays two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This classic design gives the coin its popular nickname, the Wheat Penny. Historical connection. Every surviving 1953 Wheat Penny is a small piece of mid-20th century America. It represents an era of growth, optimism, and rapid development. Collector appeal. Many collectors enjoy building complete Wheat Penny collections, making every date and mint combination important. Many people wonder how a penny could ever reach a value of $130,700. The answer lies in three major factors. Condition. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Most 1,953 Wheat Pennies circulated heavily and developed scratches, wear, discoloration, and damage. Coins that remain nearly perfect are extremely difficult to find. Preservation. A coin that has survived for more than 70 years with original surfaces and minimal wear becomes highly desirable. Competition among collectors. Advanced collectors often compete fiercely for top-grade examples. When an exceptionally preserved coin appears for sale, bidding can drive prices dramatically higher. This combination of rarity and demand can create astonishing values. Rarity. Although millions of 1,953 Wheat Pennies were produced, most did not survive in premium condition. Over the decades, many coins were lost, damaged, corroded, spent repeatedly, stored improperly. As a result, truly outstanding examples have become increasingly scarce. This is known as condition rarity. A coin may not be rare by mintage numbers alone, but examples in exceptional condition can be extraordinarily difficult to locate. That scarcity is what makes collectors willing to pay substantial amounts. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series remains one of the most popular coin collections in the world. Collectors are drawn to these coins because they offer historical significance, attractive designs, affordable entry-level collecting, long-term collector interest. The 1953 issue is an important part of any complete Wheat Penny collection. When top-quality examples become available, demand often exceeds supply. This continued interest helps support strong market values. The value of a 1953 Wheat Penny depends heavily on condition. Common circulated examples may only be worth a small premium above face value. Better preserved pieces can reach much higher prices. Exceptional examples with superior eye appeal and professional certification can become highly sought-after collector coins. In this scenario, a specimen valued at $130,700 would represent an extraordinarily rare survivor with remarkable preservation, strong visual appeal, and elite collector demand. Such coins are considered treasures within the numismatic community. If you discover a 1953 Wheat Penny, follow these important guidelines. Never clean the coin. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce collector value. Inspect carefully. Look for sharp details, original color, and signs of minimal wear. Use proper storage. Store coins in protective holders away from moisture and contaminants. Watch for errors. Some minting errors and unusual varieties can add substantial value. Consider professional grading. Rare coins should be authenticated and graded by respected experts before selling. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the possibility that valuable coins still remain undiscovered. Many rare Wheat Pennies have been found in old collections, estate boxes, coin jars, family heirlooms, forgotten drawers. Some people unknowingly spend these coins every day, never realizing their potential value. A small brown penny might appear ordinary, but to the right collector, it could be an incredible treasure. The 1953 Wheat Penny with no mint mark is much more than an old 1-cent coin. It is a surviving piece of American history that has traveled through generations while preserving the story of an important era. Its classic Wheat Penny design, historical significance, collector demand, and potential for extraordinary value make it one of the most fascinating coins a collector can own. While countless examples have disappeared over the decades, a select few have survived in remarkable condition. Those rare survivors remind us that treasures do not always come in the form of gold bars or diamonds. Sometimes they are hidden in plain sight, resting quietly in a coin jar, waiting for someone to recognize their true worth. Coin number 3, the 1949D Wheat Penny. So fascinating to collectors around the world. This small copper coin may look ordinary, but behind its worn brown surface lies a remarkable story of history, rarity, and collector demand. For some lucky individuals, discovering a rare wheat penny has turned a simple coin hunt into the discovery of a hidden treasure. The 1949D wheat penny belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, one of the most beloved coin collections in American history. The Lincoln Cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. At the time, placing a real historical figure on a circulating American coin was a groundbreaking decision. The design quickly became popular and remained a cornerstone of U.S. coinage for decades. The year 1949 was an important period in American history. The nation was rebuilding and expanding after World War II. Industries were growing, suburbs were developing, and millions of Americans were experiencing a new era of prosperity. During this time, countless pennies entered circulation. They passed through grocery stores, gas stations, banks, and households across the country. Most were heavily used and eventually worn down, while only a small number survived in exceptional condition. The 1949D wheat penny was produced using a bronze alloy that gave the coin its distinctive appearance. Composition: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Thickness: approximately 1.52 millimeters. Shape: round. Edge: plain. Its high copper content created a rich red appearance when new. Over many decades, exposure to air and handling caused many examples to develop the attractive brown color commonly seen today. One of the first details collectors check is the mint mark. The letter D beneath the date indicates that this coin was struck at the historic Denver Mint. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies during the late 1940s. However, despite large production numbers, locating high-quality survivors decades later is a completely different challenge. Many coins were lost, damaged, or worn nearly smooth through circulation. Several characteristics make the 1949D wheat penny especially desirable. Classic Lincoln design. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The design has become one of the most recognizable coin images ever created. Wheat reverse. The reverse side displays two elegant wheat stalks framing the words, 1 cent, United States of America. This classic reverse design earned the coin its famous nickname, the Wheat Penny. Historical importance. Every 1949D wheat penny is a surviving artifact from post-war America. It represents a period of growth, innovation, and optimism that shaped the modern United States. Collector prestige. Advanced collectors often seek the finest known examples of every wheat penny date and mint combination. High-grade examples become prized additions to elite collections. Many people find it difficult to believe that a penny could be worth more than a luxury car. The answer comes down to a combination of factors. Exceptional condition. Most surviving examples show years of wear from circulation. A coin that remains sharp, attractive, and nearly untouched is dramatically more valuable than a heavily worn example. Limited high-grade survivors. While many coins were minted, only a tiny percentage survived in premium condition. Collectors compete for these rare survivors. Strong demand. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series has millions of fans worldwide. When collectors need a top-quality example for their collections, competition can become intense. The result is a dramatic increase in market value. The concept of rarity is often misunderstood. A coin does not need to have a low mintage to become valuable. Instead, rarity is often based on survival. Over decades, countless 1949D wheat pennies were lost, damaged, corroded, melted, spent repeatedly. As a result, finding a beautifully preserved example today can be surprisingly difficult. This condition rarity is one of the main reasons elite examples attract significant attention. The Lincoln Wheat Cent remains one of the most actively collected coin series in the world. Collectors appreciate these coins because they offer historical significance, beautiful designs, affordable entry-level collecting, strong long-term demand. The 1949D issue plays an important role in completing a full wheat penny collection. As top-grade examples become harder to find, competition among collectors continues to increase. The value of a 1949D wheat penny varies dramatically depending on condition. Common circulated examples may only be worth a modest premium. Coins with better preservation often command much stronger prices. In this scenario, a specimen valued at approximately $140,200 would represent an exceptionally rare and desirable example with extraordinary preservation, strong eye appeal, and significant collector demand. Such coins are often considered trophy pieces by serious numismatists. If you discover a 1949D wheat penny, keep these important tips in mind. Never clean the coin. Cleaning can permanently damage the original surface and significantly reduce value. Examine the mint mark. Confirm that the D mint mark is present beneath the date. Check the condition. Look for sharp details, strong lettering, and minimal signs of wear. Store properly. Protect the coin from moisture, fingerprints, and environmental damage. Seek professional authentication. Potentially valuable coins should be examined by reputable grading services. Watch for errors. Certain minting errors and varieties may increase collector interest and value. Perhaps the most exciting part of coin collecting is knowing that valuable coins still appear in unexpected places. Rare wheat pennies have been discovered in coin jars, old collections, estate sales, family inheritances, forgotten boxes in attics. Many people unknowingly spend old coins without realizing what they possess. A simple brown penny can easily blend into ordinary pocket change, making it possible for hidden treasures to pass from hand to hand unnoticed. The 1949D wheat penny is much more than a 1-cent coin. It is a remarkable survivor from a historic era, carrying decades of history within a small piece of copper. Its classic design, connection to post-war America, collector demand, and potential for extraordinary value make it one of the most fascinating coins in the wheat penny series. While millions were once produced, only a select number remain in exceptional condition today. Those rare survivors remind collectors that incredible treasures can still be hiding in plain sight. Coin number 4. The 1945 wheat penny with no mint mark, a coin that represents a unique chapter in American history and remains a favorite among collectors. While millions were produced, the finest surviving examples continue to attract tremendous attention and can command impressive values. The 1945 wheat penny belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. Designed to honor one of America's most respected presidents, the coin became an instant success and remained in circulation for nearly 50 years. The year 1945 was especially significant because it marked the final year of World War II. Across the world, nations were emerging from years of conflict, and the United States was entering a new era of growth and prosperity. Every 1945 wheat penny is a small historical artifact from this remarkable period. These coins circulated during a time when soldiers were returning home, industries were transitioning to peacetime production, and families were looking toward a brighter future. The 1945 wheat penny returned to its traditional bronze composition after the temporary steel cent experiment of 1943. Composition: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Thickness: approximately 1.52 millimeters. Shape: round. Edge: plain. The high copper content gave the coin a bright red appearance when newly minted. Over the decades, exposure to air and handling caused many examples to develop the attractive brown coloration commonly seen today. One of the most important details collectors examine is the mint mark. A 1945 wheat penny with no mint mark was struck at the historic Philadelphia Mint. During this era, coins produced in Philadelphia typically carried no mint mark. This makes identifying the coin relatively straightforward. If there is no letter beneath the date, the coin was minted there. Although millions were produced, locating examples with exceptional preservation has become increasingly difficult over time. Several characteristics make the 1945 wheat penny especially interesting to collectors. Historic Lincoln portrait. The obverse features the famous Abraham Lincoln profile created by Victor David Brenner. This design remains one of the most recognizable coin portraits in history. Classic wheat reverse. The reverse displays two wheat stalks surrounding the denomination and country name. This elegant design became one of the most beloved coin reverses ever produced and gave rise to the nickname Wheat Penny. Connection to World War II. Because 1945 marked the end of World War II, many collectors appreciate the coin's historical significance. Holding one can feel like holding a small piece of wartime history. Long-term collector appeal. The Wheat Penny series remains among the most widely collected coin series in the United States. As a result, key dates and high-grade examples continue to attract strong interest. Many people find it difficult to imagine a penny reaching a value of $145,200. The answer lies in a combination of rarity, preservation, and demand. Exceptional preservation. Most 1,945 pennies circulated heavily for years. A coin that survives with sharp details, strong luster, and minimal wear becomes significantly more desirable. Limited high-grade survivors. While millions were originally struck, very few remain in elite condition today. Collectors are often willing to pay substantial premiums for coins that rank among the finest known examples. Competitive collector. Demand. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series has a large and dedicated collector base. Whenever an extraordinary specimen appears on the market, competition can drive prices dramatically higher. The concept of rarity is not always based on mintage numbers alone. The 1945 Wheat Penny was produced in large quantities, but surviving examples in top condition are far less common. Over decades, countless coins were lost, damaged, corroded, scratched, worn through circulation. As a result, premium examples have become increasingly difficult to locate. This condition rarity is one of the biggest factors supporting collector interest. Few coin series enjoy the popularity of the Lincoln Wheat Cent. Collectors appreciate these coins because they offer historical significance, beautiful classic designs, affordable entry points, long-term collecting opportunities. The 1945 issue is an important part of any complete Wheat Penny collection. As high-quality examples become scarcer, collector demand remains strong. The value of a 1945 Wheat Penny depends greatly on condition. Heavily circulated examples may be worth only a modest premium. Better preserved specimens can command much stronger prices. In this example, a coin valued at approximately $145,200 would represent an exceptionally rare survivor with remarkable preservation, outstanding eye appeal, and significant collector demand. Such examples are often viewed as centerpiece coins within advanced collections. If you discover a 1945 Wheat Penny, consider the following recommendations. Never clean the coin. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce value. Inspect carefully. Examine the coin for sharp details, original surfaces, and minimal wear. Store properly. Use protective holders to prevent environmental damage. Look for interesting varieties. Certain minting errors or unusual characteristics may increase value. Seek professional authentication. Potentially valuable coins should be evaluated by respected grading services. Handle with care. Always hold coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints and surface damage. Hidden treasures still waiting to be found. One reason coin collecting remains so exciting is the possibility of discovering valuable coins in unexpected places. Rare wheat pennies have been found in old piggy banks, estate collections, family heirlooms, antique shops, forgotten storage boxes. Every year, collectors report surprising discoveries hiding among ordinary coins. Many valuable pieces continue to pass through people's hands unnoticed. The 1945 Wheat Penny with no mint mark is much more than a simple 1-cent coin. It is a surviving piece of American history from one of the most important years of the 20th century. Its connection to the end of World War II, classic Wheat Penny design, strong collector demand, and potential for extraordinary value make it a fascinating coin for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. While most examples remain modestly priced, exceptionally preserved specimens can become true treasures. These rare survivors remind us that hidden wealth does not always come in the form of gold or silver. Sometimes it is found in a small brown penny that countless people have overlooked. Coin number 5. The 1951D Wheat Penny, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors for decades. What makes this small copper coin so special? Why do collectors search tirelessly for high-quality examples? And how could a coin originally worth just 1 cent potentially reach a value of $127,400? Let's explore the remarkable story behind this hidden treasure. The 1951D Wheat Penny is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, one of the most collected coin series in American history. The Lincoln Cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. It was a groundbreaking coin because it became the first regularly circulating U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. By 1951, America was experiencing rapid economic growth following World War II. Factories were producing goods at record levels, suburbs were expanding, and millions of Americans were enjoying new opportunities. During this period, billions of coins circulated through banks, businesses, and households. Most of these pennies were spent countless times. Few people thought about saving them, and even fewer imagined that some examples would one day become prized collector items. Like most wheat pennies of its era, the 1951D cent was struck using a bronze alloy. Composition: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Thickness: approximately 1.52 millimeters. Shape: round. Edge: plain. When newly minted, these coins displayed a bright reddish copper appearance. Over many decades, oxidation and circulation caused many examples to develop the attractive brown color commonly seen today. One of the most important features of this coin is the mint mark. The letter D beneath the date indicates that the coin was produced at the historic Denver Mint. The Denver Mint played a major role in supplying coins to the western United States. Millions of wheat pennies were struck there each year. Although many 1951D pennies were produced, the number of examples surviving in outstanding condition today is much smaller. Several characteristics make the 1951D wheat penny particularly appealing to collectors. Lincoln Portrait. The front of the coin features Abraham Lincoln's famous profile designed by Victor David Brenner. This portrait has become one of the most recognizable designs in numismatic history. Wheat reverse design. The reverse displays two wheat stalks framing the denomination and country name. This classic design remained in use until 1958 and continues to be admired by collectors worldwide. Historical significance. Every 1951D wheat penny represents a surviving artifact from post-war America. These coins circulated during a period of economic expansion, technological progress, and cultural transformation. Collector appeal. Many collectors seek complete sets of Lincoln wheat cents, making every date and mint mark combination important. The 1951D remains a key part of those collections. The idea of a penny being worth $127,400 sounds almost impossible. However, coin values are driven by several factors. Condition. Condition is often the single most important factor. Most 1951D pennies circulated heavily and show noticeable wear. Coins that remain sharp, attractive, and nearly untouched are much harder to find. Preservation. A coin that survives for more than 70 years with exceptional detail and original surfaces becomes highly desirable. Competition among collectors. Serious collectors often compete for the finest known examples. When a premium quality specimen becomes available, strong demand can push prices dramatically higher. At first glance, the 1951D wheat penny may not seem rare. Large numbers were produced, but survival is what matters. Over decades, countless examples were lost, damaged, corroded, scratched, worn through circulation. As a result, top-quality examples are significantly scarcer than mintage figures alone might suggest. This concept is known as condition rarity. The better the condition, the fewer examples remain. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series remains one of the most popular coin collections in the world. Collectors appreciate these coins because they offer rich historical significance, beautiful classic designs, affordable collecting opportunities, long-term popularity. Demand for exceptional examples remains strong because advanced collectors are always seeking upgrades for their collections. When supply is limited and demand is high, values can rise substantially. The value of a 1951D wheat penny depends heavily on its condition. Common circulated examples may be worth only a small premium above face value. Better preserved coins can reach much higher prices. In this scenario, a specimen valued at approximately $127,400 would represent an extraordinary example with outstanding preservation, exceptional eye appeal, and elite collector demand. Such coins are often considered centerpiece pieces in advanced collections. If you discover a 1951D wheat penny, keep these important tips in mind. Never clean the coin. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce collector value. Verify the mint mark. Check carefully for the D beneath the date. Examine the condition. Look for strong detail, minimal wear, and original surfaces. Store properly. Use protective holders to guard against moisture and scratches. Seek professional grading. Potentially valuable coins should be authenticated and graded by reputable experts. Watch for errors. Certain minting errors and varieties may increase collector interest and value. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the possibility that valuable coins are still hiding in plain sight. Rare wheat pennies continue to be discovered in coin jars, family collections, estate sales, old cash boxes, forgotten drawers. Many people unknowingly spend old coins every year because they do not realize what they have. A brown wheat penny can easily blend in with ordinary change, making hidden treasures surprisingly easy to overlook. The 1951D wheat penny is much more than a 1-cent coin. It is a surviving piece of American history that has traveled through generations while preserving the story of a remarkable era. Its classic wheat penny design, connection to post-war America, strong collector demand, and potential for extraordinary value make it one of the most fascinating coins in the Lincoln Cent series. While millions were originally minted, only a small number have survived in exceptional condition. Those rare survivors remind us that treasures do not always come in the form of gold bars or precious gemstones. Sometimes they are hidden inside an old coin jar, quietly waiting to be discovered. The next time you come across a 1951D wheat penny, don't dismiss it as ordinary spare change. Take a closer look. You may be holding a forgotten piece of history, and perhaps a hidden treasure worth far more than anyone expects.